Good day. We are Group 2. This slide shows our team, Sydney, myself. I was the idea prompter, Berger and Lauren were both interviewers, and then Rose was the translator. Our matrix focus was understanding, participation, and leisure on interacting. From the data collected, we could develop it further into questions. The focus group questions, as mentioned, could then focus on these three axiological needs from the MaxNev matrix. We worked through the satisfies, impediments, and utopia. We looked at the positives, negatives, and the dreams of the people of Melusi, and developed bridges through the questions answered. Through this, we could then start to develop proposals for the future. We used sticky notes to brainstorm and get answers in order to better understand what it is that the people of Melusi need. As soon as we could identify their needs, we could then start to develop bridges. The second method we used was writing the answers down in a brainstorm approach. With this approach, the people could interact and visualize the answers. The three areas that came up in our data collections were Mido, Vincent Sports Ground, and the nursery. We developed questions around these locations and what these locations could become. The first need we investigated was the need for understanding. After validating our data collected, we asked the question under the understanding section of how can Mido expand. We arrived at this question after observing that Mido came up as the place where people felt this need was satisfied. However, there is a perception that many spaces in Melusi are closed off to the public. Utopia for participants contained more platforms for education, inclusiveness, and more public social spaces. Therefore, we asked the question of how Mara could expand and become more than just seminar lessons. The color block on the map indicates where Mara is located in Melusi 1. The suggestions that the community came up with was for Mara to increase the amount of skill sharing classes that they provide to make it more beneficial for all the community members to partake in. Examples of these classes include cooking classes, self-defense classes, art classes, as well as classes to help all the members of the community finish school. Sketches drawn by a community are possible solutions for the questions indicated on the right. These are the results of the sticky notes that were used. The process of writing down your ideas, then having to stick them up in order to share, enables a high level of conversation in a way like any other. Quoted by Ane Bard, who is a pragmatist on people's behavior. The community members also suggested that Mido should advertise the services that they provide more. This can be achieved through a community notice board that can also be used by the community members to advertise their businesses to the rest of Melusi. Looking at our first president for this question is the Itemba Labuntu Lutheran Community Center. With the help of various sponsors, one of them being the Department of Environmental Affairs, helped this community center undergo expansions and renovations to incorporate additional facilities such as classrooms for teaching, programs, spaces for social services, recreational areas, a library, and a tuck shop. Donations made by the public supporters help empower the community center to continue their mission and support the community. The second president we looked at is the Evergreen Brickworks in Toronto, Canada. It began as a heritage site restoration project and grew into a vibrant community hub offering educational workshops, farmers markets, poultry events, and recreational activities for people of all ages. The diverse support from sponsors such as the Bank of America and donations made by the public enables the hub to offer a wide range of programs and services. A diagrammatic explanation of our MIDO expansion proposal shows the key factors are to increase the capacity for MIDO, to teach the community a wide variety of skills in a safe and welcoming space. In terms of the proposal, the key points we focused on were to expand MIDO in different ways. Expanding the part of the nursery grounds onto the education center, connecting it to MIDO, creating Wi-Fi hubs, outdoor learning spaces, including parks, playing spaces for children, and using local knowledge, materials, and craft. Based on participant discussions, the proposed way forward would be to develop an educational center as well as developing a playground in order to cater for all ages. The suggested space for this is close to MIDO and in some ways at MIDO itself. Lastly, this proposal speaks back to the need for a broader variety of educational facilities and space making. When looking at the need for participation, we asked, how can Vincent Sports Ground become the best place to be? Focusing on the how, what, way forward question, we found out that Vincent Sports Ground was a regular place people go to. We developed the question in order to get the utopia and how Vincent Sports Ground can play a pivotal role within it. The highlighted color block indicates a zoomed-in area of the where Vincent Sport Ground sits within Melusi 3. In our focus groups, we found that was a need to introduce a space where the community could go and relax and have fun with their friends and family. The community members mentioned that Vincent Sports Club requires a pavilion to add additional seating for spectators at the soccer matches. The community members also noted that the sports ground requires ablution facilities for spectators as well as changing rooms for the players. On the sticky notes, there were additional information gathered. A crucial element that the community members mentioned was that Vincent Sports Grounds requires a proper sports speech. The community members noted that the community could collaborate with partners like Milan and Cian's Nursery to plant and maintain the grass field. The community members noted that there would be widespread support throughout the community to help raise money to fund the upgrades of Vincent Sports Ground. The community members noted that they believe money could be raised through initiatives like holding a Melusi festival, with jumping castles for children as well as live musical performances on Vincent Sports Ground. The first precedent we looked at for this category is the Sapa Soweto Nike Playground. It is a collaborative effort between Nike, the City of Johannesburg, and local organizations, providing a football training facility in Soweto. This community hub offers youth employment programs, infrastructure development, and hosts events, aiming to engage the local community while benefiting from Nike's expertise and resources. The next precedent is the Watershed in Cape Town. The Watershed is a market housed inside a converted warehouse and is a hub for small businesses. By supporting the growth of local small businesses, the Watershed contributes to neighboring communities. This space underwent extensive renovations to transform it into a modern marketplace while preserving its industrial heritage. It plays a significant role in supporting and promoting talent and creativity. A diagrammatic explanation of our proposed transformation of Vincent Sport Ground shows that the crucial interventions are to add a proper soccer pitch as well as a pavilion for the entire community to enjoy. In terms of the proposal, the key points we focused on were to upgrade and expand the existing Vincent Sports Ground, creating new recreational areas such as markets, restaurants, and upgraded sports fields all play pivotal roles in contributing to the idea of participation in Melusi. The community envisions transforming the area into a formal sports pitch with lush grass, seating, shade, and weekend stalls, fostering collaboration for maintenance. Plans also include creating a mini stadium with diverse sports offerings, vibrant atmospheres, and trees for shelter and shade, promoting inclusivity and community engagement. Looking at leisure, we asked the question, how can the nursery be changed or transformed to be an amazing, relaxing, safe and beautiful space? It was evident that there was a need for a safe space where people can relax and enjoy the nature. At the moment, the community do not feel safe at the nursery because there was a lot of muggings and sexual violence. Therefore, we asked how can the nursery be transformed in order to create a relaxing and safe environment. The nursery is located in Melusi 1, as indicated in the color block. The nursery is close to Mido and are located opposite each other, yet people have very different perceptions of the spaces. People see Mido as a safe space. Therefore, why not extend that feeling towards the nursery? The community members noted that the nurseries are ideally located, directly opposite Mido, and can thus help to accommodate a growing Mido and its services, for example, additional classroom space. The community members further mentioned that an upgraded park should include an arena or amphitheatre that can be used by the community to hold community meetings as well as plays and musical performances. From the answers we received from the community members, it was evident that they require a safe and convenient space where they can relax and connect with nature. The Voices Nursery, with its luscious and mature trees, thus provides the ideal environment for the community members to come together and relax. The community members noted that the community can come together and help clean the nursery by trimming the long grasses and some of the overgrown bushes, but still leaving the mature trees in place. The community members noted that the nursery has enough space and is in the ideal location to add additional space for community members to come together and play sports like soccer and netball. The community members further noted that in addition to a place for adults to relax and play, the nursery should include a playground where children can safely play under adult supervision. This can help prevent children from playing in unsafe areas such as the streets. Ugotebele Cultural Centre in Langa, Cape Town, is a multi-purpose facility that includes an outdoor amphitheatre alongside indoor exhibition spaces and performance venues. The amphitheatre hosts various community events, concerts, and cultural performances, serving as a hub for artistic expression and community engagement, accommodating a maximum of 120 people. The centre was added to the township in 2015 through shared partnerships, community participation, and social integration, and continues to operate with a fee access but cost fees for certain activities or events. The VPUU initiative focuses on upgrading informal settlements in high crime areas by implementing physical improvements alongside social interventions. It creates public spaces, recreational facilities, urban agriculture, and community events. The next president is the Waves for Change, a youth centre in Jabulani, Soweto. Designed to serve the community, it has the following facilities: indoor multi-purpose sports hall, entertainment area, digital library, training centre, computer room, and workshop. This is a diagrammatic explanation of our proposal, and the key to revitalizing the nursery is to trim the undergrowth and add safe and family-friendly places for the entire community to enjoy. Looking at our proposal, the focus is on safety and access to a relaxing environment in nature. There is a strong need for recreational areas and gardening. The proposed interventions are to create a small lowered amphitheatre, vegetable gardens, a swimming pool, and pockets of relaxing spaces for people to enjoy on their own time. Some new aspects can include an area for people to learn about agriculture, a school where people can learn how to swim, and communal areas where people can interact with friends and family. Based on participant discussions, the proposed way forward would be to restore the Boyson's nursery into its former condition, introduce new recreational spaces in urban agricultural farming, which also creates jobs for the locals working together with organizations like the Department of Agriculture at the University of Pretoria. This proposal then also facilitates the growth for education in agriculture.